Hi, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use HubSpot exactly the same way like you're using Excel, because I do notice that a lot of people still like to use Excel whenever they're doing data gathering for sales, for example, or when they're managing other kinds of data. And I think there is a big opportunity for doing the same thing within HubSpot. Without further ado, let's get right into it. First of all, right now, this feature is still in beta, so I'm quickly going to show you how you can activate the beta in case you're watching it before this has been released. So when we go to in beta and then look for save, you can see here autosave properties on the index page. Now, this feature is expected to be released on March 17th, so it could actually be that the feature is released at the time when you're watching this video. You can see here that I already activated the beta, so we can get right into it. So let's go to CRM and then contacts to begin, and I'll show you exactly how this feature works. So it used to be that when you make any changes in this page, that after those changes, you would get a save button at the bottom of the page, and you could change multiple records, and then you had to press save to make sure that all the data is saved. I've seen a lot of mishaps happening when people forget to save things. So I'm really glad that HubSpot brought this feature. And for example, if you can see here, lead status, if I want to change this property to in progress, let's say, you can now see that it's automatically saved at the bottom here. Now, let me also show you a couple of use cases, but before I do that, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more HubSpot excellence. So one use case would be if let's say you're trying to gather LinkedIn profiles for people. Let's say we want to do that, and we'll go to advanced filters, and we want to make sure that we have everyone where we do not have the LinkedIn URL yet. So we'll say LinkedIn URL is unknown. So now we get this list. And then to make it a little bit easier for us, we're also going to update our columns here and add that LinkedIn URL to the beginning. So now we can see that we have this here. If you want to make this even easier for you to get back to the same view, you can just click on clone view here. Say, let's name this LinkedIn. We can save this for everyone. And now we will see that we have a new view at the top here, which we can also put a little bit more to the front, just focused on LinkedIn. So the only thing we now need to do is we go to LinkedIn. We find the profile for the person that we need. Also, quickly mentioning here, if you want to automate this process of updating the LinkedIn URLs within your HubSpot right from LinkedIn, you can see that I have the Hub Leads plugin activated here. I also have a video about this plugin specifically. I'll link it right up here. It is an incredible tool to link everything you're doing on LinkedIn to your HubSpot, so you don't have to do that manually. But let's say here we want this profile URL. We go back to HubSpot. We paste it in here. And now we can see at the bottom here, it will show LinkedIn URL changes saved, and you're good to go. So this is one example use case. Let me show you one more example use case here, specifically for real estate. So we'll go back to all contacts, and we're going to change the columns that we're working with here. So we're going to remove all of these because we don't really need those. We will keep the contact owner for now, LinkedIn URL, phone number might also be interesting. And then we'll look at budgets. We also want to know the preferred locations as well as the buyer category, and we'll also do the real estate role as well. So now we add all of these here. Again, we want to make sure that we save this view, so we're going to clone this. I'm going to call this. And let's say that this specific use case here is you had some kind of event, you gathered information from the people at the event. Preferably you would gather the information right into HubSpot. HubSpot does have a great mobile app that also syncs these views, by the way. This allows you to easily add that information on the go. But let's say you did not do it that way, but you kept it on paper, or maybe you used like a different kind of app to gather that information, or people filled out forms and you're processing these now. You can just go ahead here and you open this view. Now, one interesting thing here as well is with the columns, you do have the option to freeze some columns. So for example, if you want to have the name frozen, then you can scroll and you will always have the name there, which is really easy if you have a larger number of columns here so that you need to scroll horizontally. So let's say for Joe Harper, we talked to Joe, his budget is between 500K and 750. We have some options here on the Spanish Gold Coast. So let's say he's interested in Puerto Banús and Marbella. The category here is he is investment property contact, and his role is he's an investor. And this way we can go through all of these, and as you can see here at the bottom again, after every change that we make, it automatically gets updated. So it's basically the same way as you would be working with Excel. I think this is a great feature, makes HubSpot a lot easier to use for a lot of people, because again, I do see a lot of people who really love to use Excel, and especially with AI these days, it's just better to have this information within HubSpot in real time because of the huge amount of insights that it can give you. Thank you for watching this video. If you love this video, I'm sure you will love this video about HubSpot playbooks as well, since it would also really empower your sales team. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.